Hi buddy, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 94? 94. With me, Sid. And yeah, I'm just having a little bit of breakfast. I've been preparing for what I promised, which is, of course, the eminent... Oh my god, what goggles on I have. I thought it was F. Hang on a second. I need to get me one focus off. You know what it's like. Yeah, so I've been preparing for the what I promised, which is, of course, to go into back into the dungeon, and I have a few things I want to do before I go. One of them is to remove this wand focus from this damn wand, and can I find the TerraFirmaCraft section? Can I buggery? Somewhere in here there is a TerraFirmaCraft. There we go. Misc wand focus. Yeah, it's F. Intriguing. Hang on a second. No, it's not there. Right. We have our wand, and I want to take the wand focus off. Shift and F. Okay, there we go. Right, so I need to recharge this before we go in, because the excavation tool is really useful for destroying nodes. I have harvested the crops. I've planted some different ones. I've left the pumpkins in because I'm not desperate for those right now. And they are weeds. Okay, that is fine. We shall grab another one of them. We'll try and do that while we're waiting. And I've got a whole load of little bits and pieces in my inventory, just ready to be used to go into the dungeon, and we'll go through those in a moment. But what I actually want to do is, I suppose the correct phrase is, approach this thing somewhat cleverly, or at least semi-cleverly, maybe even semi-intelligently. Who knows? Hello, come here, you. Give me your lovely, lovely juices. There we go. Yeah, it didn't top it up though, did it? So we just need to go around and just quickly charge this thing up, because this is really handy for taking out spawners at range. There's another one there, and then there's another one over there, which I might head over to. But there's plenty of nodes right around this area, so there's no need for me to travel too far. There we go, get a little bit of air. Aqua's full. And then we're going to head over to the actual dungeon, and we're going to set ourselves up a little bit of a base camp. So one of the issues we're going to have is the dungeons are just not... They are geared for vanilla, and they obviously rattled on about this at length through several episodes. So we've managed, I think, to stack the odds in our favour as much as we can. But as a wise man once said, only an idiot fights a fair fight. I'm not sure who it was, but he was very wise, because it's true. Right, I need just to try and find... is there any more over this way? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember where half these nodes are, you know. But there's one there. Doesn't look overly... Hello. I saw you there, sir. There you go. We'll have that. While we're at it, I don't think we're going to get anything useful off that. We need Pedito. and some ignis. And if you were to ask me, I would say that this one here does not have ignis in it, just because it looks like an air node. It is. It's a big air node, and if we ever get around to relocating nodes, that one will be a prime candidate. But right now, ignis and pedito, or pediccio, depending on how you would like it pronounced, largely irrelevant. Get rid of you. So yeah, let me just hunt around for those, and I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, we haven't quite filled it up. We're not got pediccio, but it's not necessary because the excavation focus actually just uses terra, so no biggie. And that failed again. We'll leave that for now. We're not here to do that. We are here to achieve some stuff. So coming towards the end of the day, let us just go and check on the underground farm for the experience berries quickly, and then we'll call it at the end of the day. My stuff is growing nicely here. Plums, cocos, hazelnuts. Just generally, I whack those on for more for looks than anything, but they will be useful, obviously. So right, we need to just pop out. I put a chest out here with the crook in, so we can split these properly. 1 and 2. So that should mean I can do 1 and 2, and we can grab those, pop that there, and you can go there, there, and there. And the world is a good and better place already, you see. We slowly fill this thing, and there we go. Right, so what we need to do now is just pass the night, head over to the dungeon with the various bits and pieces, including the barrel with all my things in, which is there, and our back barrel. Now, I'm going to leave the chainmail armor on, just because, not the back barrel, and this I should say. So we shall place that in there. We'll take this with us, because I will want some things like the ceramic bowls and bits and pieces. I also need to go and grab 3 pieces of wool cloth. 1, 2, 3. That'll do us. Right, it's just sleep, get ourselves ready, and we'll head over to the dungeon. I will see you in a moment. And that's it. It's a fine morning. We are going to go and get ourselves set up and situated. So, first things first, we need to get over to the dungeon that we... Oh, hello. Let's just skirt around those fellas. We don't want any grief. There'll be plenty of that when we get into the dungeon, so we don't need any additional help finding trouble. Let us just try and speed ourselves along a wee bit. It was this one, wasn't it? We went down, I think. Yeah, it was. So yeah, the general idea here is we need to get down there, hollow out. Oh, you know what I didn't bring? Not a problem. Nine. Take a couple of trees with us. Didn't bring any pit props because, of course, we're going to be mining it. If we're mining out a space to call a base of operations, then we actually need some pit props to do that. And yeah, that in itself is tricky. Now, this is going to be unpleasant because obviously we've got to run down this hill, this spirally staircase, which should be all fully lit and safe. You know what I didn't do, but it doesn't matter. I can do it. I can do it. I brought everything we need to do it. We're fine. We're fine. I didn't make any more of the chisel torches, which would be things I did. However, bring a stack of sticks with me. So yeah, that's always a bonus. We're getting there. Right, I'll see you at the bottom because it's way down. All right, so we're down here, and what I want to do is ideally I want to come in here and make myself a little hidey hole. However, to do that, I suspect I am going to need to make some inventory space in here for a few items. That. Actually, just keep those separate because I want to remember what I'm intending to do with all of this. Oh, door doesn't go in either. Okay, fine. Be like that. We need to take those and make ourselves a bunch of that. Now, at the moment we're fine. You know, there's potentially mobs over that way and that way, but we're fine at the moment. And that way we've unraveled as well. So here should just be a matter of getting some space hammered in. I suppose I could if I really wanted to. Yeah, I suppose we should, thinking about it. Chisel some stuff. Because chiseled blocks are going to be far more valuable to me to build with than unchiseled blocks. As you know, as you'd expect. So anyway, let me just dig out a space in here. I don't want it to be massive, but you know, I don't want it to be sufficient to work in. And set a spawn in and do all the other good things that you might want to do in a space like this. Yeah, let me do that. I'll be back in a second. Alright, he's not very imaginative, but he's home. First things first, we need to grab those. And what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves up a little bit of a stockpile area. Bat. I just saw the icon and was like, what the hell's that flying around over there? It's just a bat. Nothing to worry about. Just because these will be handy for stashing our stuff in later as we're pushing in. You know, we've only got so much capacity in our inventory and we need to preserve it. I might bring in and put another set of chests there. Now, next things next, we need to do 1 and 2. They need to be the same. Damn you. Okay. That's a bit more of an issue. It's only a minor issue. What we shall do is we shall borrow this table from in here. There we go. And we can always make a new one later. And we can pop a couple of bowls on there ready. And we're good for food. Excellent. Then we're going to whack down a bed, which we can sleep the night off. Oh, I probably should have drunk before we did this. Our spawn point is now set here, so we're good. We got away with that one just. Which means that when we inevitably die, we will spawn back here, which is obviously going to be a bonus. So, what I did... Oh, you know what I didn't bring? I've got to go back to the surface anyway, because I need to get this barrel full of water. But what I didn't bring was the bloody armor we made. Now do I feel stupid or what? Hickory, 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 dickory, and dock. Alright, no. Just pop that there for now. Right, so we need to go and sort out our armor, because we didn't bring it. But we're situated now. We'll get this when we come back, and there's additional storage here. Everything we need. Yeah. My next mission is to get a barrel of water and also pick up the armor this time. I'll sort that out back in a second. And with a shake of a puppy dog's tail, we're back. And we've got our water, which we can unseal. And we've got a fresh barrel of water there. We have got our let me just work this one out. I'm going to take that because I don't really need this. I don't think... oh, you can't put that in there, of course. Okay, not a problem. We'll work it all out. First things first, great wood planks. I also brought great wood support beams. That should mean that I can now not make those. So annoying. Alright, doesn't matter. We'll grab that later. I brought a few blocks just so we've got some blocks to build with. We've got those. We do need to sort out our food. Well, seeing as I can't use them for anything else, I might as well make one of those so I can put that on there. I don't think I'll need the chisel. I shouldn't need the hammer, and I'm almost certain I won't need the saw. The shovel I'm going to keep just because we've got you, we've got the water, all of that is good. I probably don't need the hang glider. I'm probably going to regret that going forward, but you know, such is life, eh? And we do need to swap out for our nice shiny armor, and we can put the rest of the armor in here. But what I really could have done with is somewhere, let me just take 5 of those, pop those in there, and then we can put the last bit in there as well. So that's all nice and safe, with the exception of that again. Oh man, I've got too much crap. Oh, hang on, hickory lumber, hickory support beams. Whoop. There we go. Make 2 of those. Make 2 of those, and we're sorted. Which is what I wanted to make in the first place. Let me put the hickory lumber away. Actually, no. Let's not put the hickory lumber away. Let's put the goggles away, and we'll pop the hickory in there. We'll pop 2 of these down now, just because we can, which means we can now lay out 4 bowls and we can cook accordingly. And you, oh man, still got problems, haven't I, here? I need to get that down for starters. That then becomes a whole load of torches. World is good and happy. And oh, there we go. Doesn't really matter about that now. We've got those, and then we take our chisel and we are going to turn them into candles. Yeah, that goes away. Take that out and we can put that back in where it belongs. Lovely. We seem to be getting a kind of on top of our situation. The only thing left to sort out now is our food, which needs fruit. So that one, I suppose. Blub, 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 blub. And get that made into 4 lovely meals, and we can proceed in. Now, if you think I'm being a bit of an old woman about this, you're absolutely right. If I were playing this normally in vanilla, I would probably wade, certainly level 1, I would have waded in without really giving it too much of a second thought. Because we're not playing vanilla, I haven't actually done that. I am playing this safe, to the point where, you know, it's almost like a bit of an old lady. Because I just know, I know this game. I know TFC. I know exactly what it can throw at us. So let us head this way now. We've just got bats over there right now. We cleared this area before. We haven't looted it, but we cleared it. Now what we need to do, how do I progress this? I saw you, sir. The only issue with these, which I've just realised I've made, only mistake I've made with these, I should say, is that this is actually a climbable block. Yeah, I should probably have thought of that before I did that, shouldn't I? Right. Oh, it's odd this. Okay, how to get this in further? That's the next question. I suppose we can do that, which allows me to get in here. Probably under there. We should also have this on. We need to know when we hit a certain level of darkness, because that's also important. And then we should be good. Oh, that's a skelly. Ow. Oh, it barely touched me. Get bent. Alright. Now, from here, is it possible for me to start locking this down further in than that? Because the key here is going to be progressing in manageable chunks, and of course not running out of blocks. That would be really handy as well. The 32 stack limit is a real pain in this. Can't quite reach it, damn you. Okay, not a problem. Move closer. Get a torch on there. Get a torch down there, and a torch down there. And yeah, move in. Well, I say move in. We're going to move in like this first, and then we'll deal with these zombies. And because, as you can hear, there are baby zombies. Which is why I'm 2 up in the air and not 1 up in the air. Right, that's it. We're in. This is not the worst area, by the way. The worst area is on the next level down, and that's that. If you're familiar with this, hello, how are you, sir? With this area, then you'll be familiar with the idea that I will have those. Not really worried about that, but what I would like to do, hey, can you get through that? I don't think you can you? That shuriken is definitely OP. Hello, where are you coming from? I mean, that's definitely going to help, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, if I can get that down over there, then I should be able to re-block that and repeat that over the other side, shouldn't I? Let's have a look. Oh, there we can't. Okay. Okay. What's going on here then? Let me have a look. Oh, okay. That spider can definitely get over that. I don't know where he is, but he sounds too damn sight too close for my liking. That's where he sounds like he is. Oh, you're there. Okay. Well, we'll take that out and we'll try and work this one out. I'm not entirely sure the best way to do this. Hang on. Let's have a look. Let's try. Actually, let's do it at the bottom. And then let's see, we're not quite in range. Damn it. Okay. Well, that's not an option. I mean, we can enjoy ourselves with that, should we wish. How the hell do I do this bit? Alright, let me just work this one out. I'll be back in a second. Alright, well, I made it in this far. Sometimes you just need to man up. And run in like a girl, like a frightened child. The spiders, they're a pain in the backside because of course they can climb, so they're making this area doubly awkward to navigate around. But once we're in, it's not too bad. The big areas like this are awkward. They just really are unpleasant to try and break into. So I'm going to take that because I don't really care what it is. It's a block, so we'll borrow it. And already had to go back and restock my food once, but right now we should be able to get that, and then deal with these fellas. This is hugely slow going. And I mean, we're not even in a really heavily populated area yet. Made more awkward, I think, as I say, because this area was particularly large. In its... Oh, hello. Let's make sure that that is lit. Now, here's a question. Can I, in any way... Oh, I hate them when they do this. See, this does nothing to a spider. It really is quite pathetic. The bow is the better tool for handling these. But we're still not getting any closer to blocking that bit in. Once we can get within range of the spawner, we can destroy it no problem, but until then we're a little bit stuck. And like I say, Skeletons are bad enough. Spiders are, without a doubt, the worst. The only thing that would be worse, I suppose, would be kind of zombie vampire bears or something. Can I not get that in there? Now if I fill that in, oops, then perhaps I can get a little bit closer again. Oops, I don't like spiders. They're just so hard to beat. That's not helping. I suppose we're kind of halfway there. Let's just... You can hear the noise as well down here is quite horrendous. But again, if we can... Hello. Thin the numbers. And stack the odds in our favour again. Because the other problem with spiders, of course, is they have a reach on them. Aha, we've got you. We can handle them now. Oh man, this is taking forever. But that should, I think, almost, not quite, hang on, we just need to place one there. And they shouldn't be able to, well, they can't get through that gap, so let's, yeah, they can't get through there. Excellent. Which means now we can have a go at the spawner. And then everything is a little bit easier. So slow going, even, I mean, I could be braver, I suppose. We've got everything. Oh, stop it. I hate these things. You never know where they actually are. And he's not helping with all this experience flashing in my face. Alright. Well, that makes us a little bit closer. I really could do with eating before I move on though, so let's sort that particular problem out. Oh, hello. That was and a quick drink. Yeah, this changes the dynamic completely, but we're getting there, steady. Let me press on. I'm not sure what that spawner is, but if I can get close enough to it without triggering it, then oh crap. So what we want to do here is we need to put a plus sign in there. Light, light, same here. Now the only danger with that is baby zombies, but you know, we'll tackle that one later and just keep the things going. Okay, I'm going to tidy up my mess behind me so I can see easily enough where we've been, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so pressing on, and the nice thing here is that we're into an area where the corridors are that little bit shorter, so we can get a lot easier at the spawners, and still not quite in range. All right, let's just do that then. I don't see any obvious tricks that we can play, but actually I think we'll get away with just removing that because that is there already. Alright. Get these dead, move on a little bit. Yeah, this is not the easiest way of doing things, I'll be honest, but it'll do. Especially now we're in range of, at least the spiders are not cave spiders, but there's a hell of a lot of them. Oh well, a little bit closer, a little bit further, and well, I'll carry on again. I shall come back in a moment. Alright, found a junction, and there is a skeleton there. The junctions are a bit problematic, to be fair, but at least these are not modern Minecraft skeletons. They would be a little bit, definitely OTT with the 360 skill shot that the things did. So yeah, neither shows any particular greatness in its direction choices, so just go with the one that fits, I suppose, and again, wherever we can, come up with a technique for filling in the blocks. Sometimes just moving forward one like that can be all you need as well, then we can light that up. Move in, break the block, rinse and repeat. Really simple technique for progressing through these things with minimum danger. I'm going to carry on this level. I don't know whether I'll come back if anything super exciting happens, but really at the moment it's just more of the same, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Back in a mo. Yeah, not a huge amount of interest, but we have got zombies. Really not that much of a threat though. The bigger threat will be if any babby zombies spawn, but even that shouldn't be that much of a danger because we're still wearing decent armor, and yeah, so we should be able to get where we need to go reasonably easily. Glad I have a decent axe. That is going to be vital. I don't think, not quite. We need to get one closer. Okay, sir. Let me introduce you to today's special. A sword in the face. These guys are a little bit easier to handle though, except of course with that spawner spitting them out, it gets a little bit harder to I don't know whether he can get around at that. Hang on a second, I don't trust it. I'm sure he would have done if he could. but let's play it safe. And dead. And destroyed. Doesn't help that they do that when you break them as well. That's a little bit unfortunate. At least we can spam click. Anyway, I'll carry on pushing. Be back in a second. The skeletons are troublesome. Especially when there's a few of them. Because these buggers can shoot back. Fortunately, we destroyed the spawner, so yes, swine. I think this one might be the end of the road for this branch of the dungeon. It is. Okay. So far, it has to be said that this has not been... It's not been particularly difficult, but it's also not been particularly easy. And the loot is singularly disappointing, I think, is the nice way of talking about it. That stuff that I just ditched off because I didn't want to be carrying it around. I don't mean I didn't expect a great deal of loot on this level, because you know it's this level, and there never is a great deal of loot. But when you take into account the difficulty increase that you get with TFC for something like this, it's a shame that the loot doesn't increase a little bit. You know, because it's difficult. It's a much harder game in this mode. It's easy enough to progress, but you're going through food a lot, and I've already taken a bit of a beating on the armor as well, to be honest. But I'm not seeing anything too scary in this direction yet. Famous last words, of course, but there you go. Oh well, carry on. Oh, I've been going for about 45 minutes now, and I have to say, these dungeons are not bloody worth it. I barely covered this top surface, and I'm just going to take a quick check. To come into this slowly, like I've been doing, is almost pointless. Now that's a spider spawner, so we'll need to put that in there. Sometimes it might just be quicker to come in and do that, and you know, take your chance. But the loot is pathetic. It really is, considering what we're getting. Now I'm going to take that. We'll take that. I don't know whether it'll work, but we'll take it. And the snowball, I'm not that bothered about. So what we'll do is we'll take this, we'll break that. These chests, by the way, when you pick them up, you can't pick those chests up. There's nothing, which is a shame, because they're quite interesting chests. They're, you know, the treasure chests. But again, your stone shovel, more things, some seeds, and an emerald. The rest of that is dross. We'll carry on through here, and I think there might be a chest or two left. So we got to there. No, there isn't. That's it. So that's all the chests we've done. Plus, I've been through and just quickly checked back this way. Now, bearing in mind, I've been at this for about 3 hours. I mean, it takes a long. The way I'm doing is not the fastest way in the world of doing this. I will admit that it is a bit wussy. It is the wussy way, but you know, not worth it. really, I mean, we can melt it if we can get the precantatio off of those. And off of that. Now, if we had some way of getting the enchantments off, they may be worth keeping, which is why they're in that box. Let me just get away from that. They're in that box because two reasons. One, they won't go into a TFC chest, hence this. And secondly, yeah, well, actually, firstly and secondly, this. You know, there really is no thirdly or fourthly to it. This is what we got. So I mean, yeah, this is, I mean, it's useful stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to complain at a couple of emeralds, and you know, the copper's useful. The lead, I want to go and test. But right now, I think we're going to take a break out because what I want to do is have a look at the enchantment table. Now, the enchantment table plus, I can't remember how this works, whether you can get enchantments off. The other thing is, what can we do in Ender.io? Because obviously the Ender.io has the enchanter, but isn't there a enchantment extractor or something? It's been a while. VAT power monitor farming, blah blah blah. Travel anchor. We could definitely use with some of those. That would be, but those are going to be, well, without diamonds we've got no chance, and I haven't even found diamonds yet. So omni buffer, power item, blah blah, telepad, slice and splice soul, spawner, killer Joe, attractor, dark steel anvil. So maybe there isn't anything in Ender.io to disenchant, but I'm not sure whether we can do it with that enchantment thing. So that's something to have a little experiment with, I think. I am going to, however, right at this moment, oops, I'm going to take you back for starters, and we'll pop that back. We're going to take our gear and we're going to head back up into the world and just, you know, keep it simple, and I'll just put these items back in here and we'll take that. We will give that a try, but yeah, on that note, I think for the time being, until next time, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.